action.
Previous owners, they were family friends of our parents and our grandparents for a long, long time, and it was under their ownership since 1994, if I'm right, until 2009. So my earliest memory would probably be visiting the pier under their ownership when I was probably 9-10 years old. So as a visitor, either seeing them on a visit with our parents, or seeing them on a visit as a local to Clacton.
Mine's quite a lot earlier. I can remember walking on the seafront with my grandmother, and probably at toddler age, and having an ice cream and marvelling at the pier and coming onto the pier and remembering the sights and the smells and the atmosphere that it always created. So yeah, my memories go back a very long way to being a small kid on the Clacton seafront.
Grew up in Clacton. We've operated family businesses in and around Clacton since the early 50s. So I guess it was a huge leap from what we were doing previously, but I guess looking back at it now, it was probably natural progression.
It was a long drawn out process, Mike. Brought it in, it was in the 2008 financial crisis when we agreed the deal, and it took us 14 months to achieve, and obviously concluded the deal on the 16th of March 2009. But even the final throes of the deal were complicated. We was in an office on the 13th, Friday the 13th of March, trying to complete the deal, and the branch that was supposed to send the money to the seller to allow us to complete caught fire. I think I was 28 when we finally got the keys to the deal, and it's 3 years younger than me, so whilst we were very young, we were probably energised enough to make a success of it, and we were very fortunate to have family, parents who believed in us and wanted to support us and make it happen. Pier's the biggest pleasure pier in Europe, 6.5 acres, so in a lot of ways its biggest challenge is its size and scale. It was dilapidated, it was run down, it needed a huge amount of time, which we were lucky enough to be able to give it at that time. But finance was always going to be the biggest single challenge.
So look, there was long days, probably 17, 18 hour days, probably that continued feels like it's continued for 15 years, to be honest, but it hasn't been them first few weeks that was continuous, and then you got to a certain point where you was running on steam. But we was fortunate at the time, remember we were 3 weeks away from Easter, and we were very fortunate that that's probably the best weather Easter I think we've experienced in 15 years we had a pier, and that made a significant inroad.
A lot of people have an education, leave school, make further education and then go into business, whereas we've been in this industry our whole lives, and as were our parents, our grandparents and so on. So it's an institution, and we've grown up working together for many, many years before we were even at school leaving age.
We're fortunate that we're different characters, we complement each other in our different approaches. I think probably one of the other big advantages to us working together when you're looking into the future and you're looking at what you're trying to achieve, you're on the same path. We might disagree over small detail, whether something should be so big, so small, what colour it should be, but generally if we're looking at the bigger picture, then we're on the same roadmap, really.
Having support of uncles, aunts, family, friends who encourage you and support you, that all drives you as a family to be proud of what you do and be the best you can be, I think. So that's the sort of values that sit within us that probably make this double act work not too bad.
I think the big thing that we're emotionally attached because it's personal to us, and a lot of the comments and feedback and plaudits, whether they're awards, whether they're a single comment on Facebook, whether they're people recognising the hard work, whether they're people recognising the standard that we're trying to set, they don't go unnoticed, even when we're on the floor.
Look, I think nothing that's been achieved here could be achieved without the support of our visitors, guests, enthusiasts, you know, and I think there's something very special about Pier, probably more than most seaside attractions. Piers are a British institution, and we often say this. We feel like we're custodians of the pier for the town and the people, not just the town, the visitors who have been coming here for generations, much like it's our family business for generations, the pier and the wider amusement industry. So look, thank you, I guess, is thank you for your support, and thank you for persevering while we've been doing the work that we've done over the years. But put simply, without the support and the interest that they've shown, we wouldn't have achieved what we've achieved up to date. And look, we're a long way away from achieving what needs to be achieved this year. It's the interest that generates in the people, the supporters and visitors, that keeps them coming back. So keep visiting, keep watching two brothers try and do their best to turn it round, I suppose.
You must have scripted it, yeah.